This is Charles Stewart.
And the Reverend Dr. Anthony Williams.
We are Church Without Walls.
And we are here today to give you information that you don't normally get at church.
We come your way every Monday morning, 11 to 12.
Call in with your comment or your questions, and we'll be glad to try and answer them for you. If we don't have the answer today, we will get it to you on a message.
Don't you dare miss it.
This is Congressman Cedric Richmond, and you're watching the New Orleans Talk Network.
Hi, this is Stan Schofield, and I'm inviting all of my KWK family and my family to watch Church Without Walls, 11 o'clock on Mondays, for the greatest and latest show around. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Sheriff Joe Lapinto, and you are watching the New Orleans Talk Network.
This program does not reflect the views and opinions of the New Orleans Talk Network. Viewer discretion is advised. This program does not reflect...
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. You are listening to Church Without Walls. I'm your host, Charles Stewart, along with Reverend Anthony Williams. We come your way every Monday morning, 11 to 12, Central Standard Time. We are Church Without Walls. We want to knock down every wall that may stand in your way. Many of us have many challenges before us. Many of us, I know in my life, sometimes I have barriers in my way. Sometimes I have to reach way down and ask from the most one up on higher, and ask him, Lord, guide me, and Lord, to the right direction to do the rightful thing to do. And this is what Church Without Walls, this is what we all about, is to point you in the right direction. We don't have all the answers, but we would try our best to get the answer for you. And what we don't know this week, we'll know it next week. And with your help together, we can do all things. And as I say, every Monday morning, 11 to 12, Central Standard Time, we on the New Orleans Talk Network, www. New Orleans Talk Network. We also on Instagram and YouTube and Facebook. So we invite you to share with us, not only listen to us, but you also can watch us. And across this country, I get calls and comments, people saying, we checked y'all out last week, and we hope to say something or do something that would encourage you in your walk of life. So much is going on in the great city of New Orleans and Jefferson Parish and the state of Louisiana. This past week, we lost an icon in our community, and I dare not to say in the black community, but in the community, in the great city of New Orleans, the legendary restaurant owner. Many people know Dooker Chase, and they know Lila Chase. And she was sought after in love across this country. She, at this restaurant, what I know as a young man, my prom night, I was proud to go there. It was an outstanding restaurant in the community, and other restaurants that we didn't have the privilege to go to, but we could go to Dooker Chase, and we felt first class. And it was a number one restaurant like any other restaurant in the city. So I'm proud to say that I sat in that restaurant two of our president ate at the same restaurant. I think Mr. George Bush ate at that restaurant also. Barack Obama had the pleasure of dining out at Duke Chase. And many of I know that our audience, many of y'all years ago have went to Duke Chase maybe on your prom night or just went out there on a night out just to say I went to Duke Chase. It was a privilege to say that I went to Duke Chase. If you had a date and you had a young lady, said, babe, I'm going to take you to Duke Chase. They said, oh, yeah, I want to go. You know you had your date. She figured you had class. So I think they going to say the final goodbye to her today. As we speak right now, they funeralizing her at this hour, and it's more sure they're going to continue the rest of the day. But we lost a great icon of our community and to this city and to the world. So our prayers are with that family, and also great musicians that are well known across the country is Dr. John. He passed away, and he was a great musician. I remember that record. I kind of like it. I was in the wrong place at the right time. I forget exactly how the words went, but I remember thinking a lot of time. Many of us as young people, that was a true record. I'm in the right place at the wrong time. I'm in the wrong place at the wrong time. And many of us have been through that. You was at the wrong place at the wrong time. But the Dr. John, a music legend, have gone on. And we also, the city is also mourning that loss. Also, last week before last, we lost Dr. Cook, who was one of the great educators in the city of New Orleans, and we mourn his loss. And also in Jefferson Parish. In Jefferson Parish, we lost our first African American that was superintendent of Jefferson Parish School Board. He made history by being the first, and when I say first, the first to serve African Americans serve on Jefferson Parish School Board. Mr. Isaac Joseph, and we our love and our heart goes out to his family, and he is someone that I knowed him years ago. He was a quiet young man, but he was very well respected, and he had the pedigree to be anything that he wanted to be. And certainly he's going to be missed. And we want to say to the Joseph family that Church Without Wall, we love you and thank you for his service. And we love everyone that have lost a loved one. I know many of our listening audience have lost someone in their family, regardless of who you are. When that happens, like it's your life sometimes change. People don't get over certain things, so we certainly, our heart on behalf of Dr. William and myself, we say that we love you and we're praying for you. Now, we're going to take a station break, and after the break, we're going to come back. We're going to get on into the show. We want to know why the people are not voting, why they don't have the interest to go out and vote, and many of us not ready to vote. and we want to know why. So we're going to get into that subject, why people are not voting. So we're going to take a break, and after the break, we'll be right back. You are listening to Church Without Walls. You'd like to get in on the conversation, 1-563-999-1808. This is Charles Stewart.
And the Reverend Dr. Anthony Williams.
We are Church Without Walls.
And we are here today to give you information that you don't normally get at church.
We come your way every Monday morning, 11 to 12.
Call in with your comment or your questions, and we'll be glad to try and answer them for you. If we don't have the answer today, we will get it to you on a message.
Don't you dare.
The New Orleans Talk Network, now on your mobile device, on your computer, in your ear, and interactive. It's new, it's innovative, and it's on your mobile device. Android, iPhone, iPad, and on your computer. Take us wherever you go. Because we're interactive. 504-341-TALK. That's 504-341-8255.
New year, new show. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl, Dr. Rhonda M. Lawson, and I'm coming back at you with the new year of Horizons with Meet the World Image Solutions. And this year, we're moving to Monday night with brand new exciting guests and engaging literary conversation. And we want our listening audience to be there with us because this is going to be a year you will not forget. Catch us every Monday night, 7 p.m., right here on the New Orleans Talk Network. And you can also reach us on the Meet the World Image Solutions Facebook page, the Meet the World Image Solutions YouTube page, and we're on Podbean, iTunes, and Google Play. So catch us every Monday night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. See you there.
Knock, knock.
Here we go. Oh, yeah. Yo, Mob, kick it for me one time.
We are back. You are listening and watching Church Without Walls in the studios of the New Orleans Talk Network. Your hosts are Dr. Reverend Anthony Williams and Charles Stewart. We happy that y'all invite us into your home, your automobile, your office, wherever you may be. We so happy to come to you, to share with you. We love you. And we want you to keep on listening and watching. Our topic today, why are people not voting? Why they don't take the sacrifice to go vote? Why they don't have an interest in voting? Why they don't get excited? It's a reason that people do not get excited to do certain things. I mean, sometimes people say, well, they got a picnic coming up next Sunday, a family reunion. People get excited about that. And sometimes, like you have a reunion or some special day, they have a lot of class reunions. And people go out and buy T-shirts, spend all kind of money just for that 1, 2 or 3 hours or 4 hours that they're going to spend together in a reunion to say, hey, man, we went to school together 30 years ago. I remember you and you weighed 130, now you're 230. I mean, we get all of these things, and some of us, when we know it's going to be a reunion, we get excited. We're going to wear our best of clothes. Some of us go buy us, get us a new weave. Some of the women going to get some extra hair. They get excited about meeting, getting together somebody who they haven't seen in 20 years, 10 years, or how many years it's been, it's excitement that they look forward to it. And so why we cannot get excited to be a registered voter? Why are we not excited? People died, sacrificed, got dogs was sick on them, got fire hose, got beat up, knocked out, got killed. It seemed to me, Dr. Williams, that people would be excited saying, hey, if people went through just these sacrifices to have the right to vote, why are more priority not put on it? Why we don't talk about it anymore? I mean, it's just that, like, if we don't care, and the bad thing about it, Dr. Williams, is you got some people that is fighting just that hard right now to keep you not to vote. So it got to be a reason why. And my question is, why these things are happening and we're not excited about it? So, Dr. Williams, it's just mind-boggling to me that our people are not excited about voting.
Well, why are we not? Are we motivating our people to vote at different functions and stuff that we have? I mean, we have birthday parties, we have family reunions, we have church meetings, and not to say that we're jumping on the pastors, but the pastors should be motivated to have their whole congregation, to make sure that their whole congregation are voter registers, so that whenever something comes up, they'll be able to go to they have power within the church to demand certain things. If we would just stop and realize that the churches are one of the most powerful organizations that we have right now, but they don't use that power collectively to make sure that we're putting the right person in office. If we would use that power collectively, then some of the things that we desire from dignitaries that would be within our reach, we would have some kind of authority and power to demand certain things. But we're not using that. We're not using it that way. There are many ways, functions, if you can think about that, can happen where we can get people to register. When they come to the birthday party or they come to the family reunion, Charles, as you were saying, we could have cards put on the table and have them to sign them or fill them out so that someone can bring them to the voters register's office and they would be registered to vote. But what are we doing as dignitaries or people in power or people that have authority to initiate these things? Or what are we doing to motivate people to become, registered voters? Most of the kids right now feel like, why should I go worry myself about going down there and register to vote and then taking time out to go and vote when they're not going to do anything more than they're doing right now? It's a waste of my time. Until we can train and teach and motivate our young folks, not just our young folks, but our elderly folks also. Some of them are sitting in their house on vote, the day of voting, and they're not doing anything. They're not going out to vote. You're not using the power that people had to fight for to make sure that you have. It's like having the power but not using it.
Right.
So, that authority have been placed in our hands. So what are we going to do with it? We need to find a way to motivate our people. And I say that because most of our people don't vote. I'm not trying to be prejudiced or anything like that, but I'm saying it because most of our people won't take the time to go out and vote. They won't study the issues. They don't go to meetings to find out what's going on. I believe that every church should have a representative that will go down to the meetings to find out what laws are being passed, what comes up to the table, whether they're vetoing it or whether they're approving it. But then when the laws are passed, then we want to complain. It's too late to
Right.
complain then.
Right.
You know, if you know what's going on, you can have a meeting and discuss those. You know, we've got different associations. Just think if all of these associations were to come together and say, this is who we want put in this office. That power is there. But we're not utilizing that power to gain what we need. So that's why we're always on the back burner. Something has to happen to change. We talk about a change, but when are we going to make some changes for some things to happen?
We have Dr. William. We have a call on line 1. Go ahead on, caller. Line 1.
Good morning, everyone.
We can barely hear you, caller.
Okay, could I? Good morning. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. This is Madam President. Okay. This is Madam President of the NAACP. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. This is Madam President.
Could you turn your phone off? Your radio off?
Of the NAACP. Good morning, everyone.
Caller, could you turn your radio off? We getting a feedback? Hello?
Now mute or turn it off.
Turn it off because you're getting a feedback. We can hear you loud and clear. You just need to turn your radio off. Hello?
Okay. I don't have the radio on. I took you off the speaker.
Okay,
How am I
sound
now?
good. It sound good now. We can hear you. Come on.
It must be my okay. Let me try again because I don't have.
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, go ahead. We're listening to you.
You're getting the echo back.
Okay. The reason why I believe. Yes, I can hear you loud and clear because I have you on the computer.
We're getting a feedback.
Let me try. Let me hang up and try to call back because I have you on the computer as well.
Okay. You turn the computer.
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear because I have you on the computer. Hello?
Turn down the audio.
Yeah, you turn down the audio. Okay, well, we got you loud and clear now.
Okay, because I went off the computer. I had you on the computer.
Yeah, you could have turned down the audio part of it. But you're great now. Hello?
President of the Jefferson Parish NAACP.
Okay.
I thank you guys for a wonderful job that you are doing and getting the news out to the communities because we need to hear that. And that's part of being educated. I would like to just pass a few comments on why I believe that people don't vote. For number one, I believe that, and this is what I hear from different people in different communities, that the reason why they don't vote because they keep doing the same old thing. So people in the office need to take heed to how people feel when they go out. Like we got a big election coming up now. They go out to try and encourage people to vote for them. They tell us one thing but do something totally different when they get in the office. And when they get in the office, they turn around, you look, and you see they're living in big houses, riding in fine cars, and they're doing well. And the community still suffers. So people lose this confidence in elected officials when they say one thing and do something totally different. Secondly, I do hold people accountable for being a registered voter because they have the power. whether they believe it or not. There are strength in numbers. If you get out and you make a vote and you make some of these meetings and attend them, you would see how strong and empowered you are. So I encourage people, stop saying that, your vote don't count. Your vote do count. You are in power to make that effective change for your life, your children's life, and so on, etc. So I encourage you to go out and register to vote. And let me say something to you. When you are not a regular voter, it shows up that you are not a regular voter.
Right.
People, you have to get educated on this process. Right. Because it has everything to do with your life.
Right.
Whether you believe it or not, it does. So I encourage you to do that.
Okay, caller, could you hold on a minute? I know you got an announcement I told you want to make. Could you hold on? We have to take a station break after we take a station.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we need to take a station break. After we take a break, you say you have an announcement you want to make. So soon as we take that break, when we come back, you'll be able to get into your announcement.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, could you hold on? You are listening, you are watching Church Without Walls on the New Orleans Talk Network. You like to get in on the conversation? 563-999-1808.
Yo, Mob, kick it for me one time.
The New Orleans Talk Network, now on your mobile device, on your computer, in your ear, and interactive. It's new, it's innovative, and it's on your mobile device. Android, iPhone, iPad, and on your computer. Take us wherever you go. Because we're interactive. 504-341-TALK. That's 504-341-8255.
Well, what's up, everybody? This is boy Coach Hurricane here. You can follow me on Facebook at Henry Singleton or on Twitter at HenryHayoU15.
Listen, this is your boy Fred. Listen, you can follow me on Facebook at Brandon Fred Jones, or you can follow me on Twitter at BFredJones.
This is Jeremiah Gray, man, with G Sports. You can follow me on Facebook, Jeremiah Gray, AKG, and on Twitter, G_paid in full 08.
Pay me the money! money!
New year, new show. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl, Dr. Rhonda M. Lawson, and I'm coming back at you with the new year of Horizons with Meet the World Image Solutions. And this year, we're moving to Monday night with brand new exciting guests and engaging literary conversation. And we want our listening audience to be there with us because this is going to be a year you will not forget. Catch us every Monday night, 7 p.m., right here on the New Orleans Talk Network. And you can also reach us on the Meet the World Image Solutions Facebook page, the Meet the World Image Solutions YouTube page, and we're on Podbean, iTunes, and Google Play. So catch us every Monday night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. See you there.
Are you looking for a home to live stream your next event? Give us a call here at Bethesda Community Event Center, the only place on the Gulf Coast that can host and broadcast live your wedding reception, your baby shower, business seminar, and any other special event. Give us a call at 504-708-9454 for more details.
We are back. You are listening and watching Church Without Walls, Reverend Dr. Anthony Williams and Charles Stewart. We're so happy that you tune in every Monday morning, 11 to 12 Central Standard Time. We thank you for listening and watching. And we have a very special guest on the phone, Madam Spiller is on the phone, president of the NAACP, and she's sharing her views why people not voting. And Mrs. Spiller?
Yes.
Yes, we back in, as you were saying earlier, why people is not voting. A lot of people don't see the reason and the motivation to want to be a voter. And I think that comes from, as Dr. Williams touched on, is we not putting a priority to educating our people. And when somebody such as yourself make attempt to educate them, instead of people working with you, following your lead, they seem to talk against you, or they want to do it their way. In other words, God give you a certain way how you should do things. You're going to be affected in a way that God give it to you how to do it. And the bottom line is getting the job there. Just like a basketball player shoot a certain way. Some people say that's the wrong way to shoot. And a guy may dribble the ball different. They say that's improper, but that's the way that God give you the way to do it. And I think that's handicapped us a lot because we think people should do things a certain way, the way we think they should do it, but the person has to do it the way God gives them to do it. Are you with me?
And you're absolutely correct. Not all people is going to like you. And the thing of it is, what's most important, we as leaders have to continue to ignore the negativity and do what God says, not what man says. And that's how I am led.
Right.
Most people, or some people for the most part, don't like the truth. And they don't want to hear it. And you got other people putting negative stuff out that not even an eyewitness or ear witness to what has been said about the lady, myself, as the NAACP. I am commissioned by God to do what I do. I have always, all my life, cared about people. And a lot of people don't like the way I do things. Well, you take the lead. The NAACP sat dormant here for years. Nobody stepped up to the plate that I know of and reactivated this branch. All I'm trying to do is make a clear path for our children, because if you stop and you think about who we have in office, what is being done, our children is at stake. The education, the economic, the discrimination, the civil rights, the constitutional rights, all of that is up in the air trying to be stripped from so many civil rights active leaders across the board. There were white people, black people, all races of people that fought in this terrible, horrific world that we are living in by people who are haters. I don't see anybody going against the KKKs. I don't see nobody going against the white supremacists. I don't hear nobody talking about that. But you got so many people against the NAACP, and I don't understand that, because I wholeheartedly believe in my ancestors. So for those who don't particularly care for the NAACP here in Jefferson Parish, that's your choice. That's your choice. But I'm going to do what God commissioned me to do.
Hey, Mrs. Spiller, to be fair, I know you got an announcement. I don't know how long it's going to take. Could you call back? We got another call online, too, because we definitely want to get your information there. But soon as call to hang up, you call back. We definitely want to get you in.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, go ahead. I'm thinking so. Call online, too.
Hey, what's going on, Brother Charles?
Hey, good morning.
Hey, how you doing?
Just fine.
All right, how's everything working for y'all today?
Can't complain, Doc. Well, it's a great day.
But yeah, man, I was just listening to the show as I was riding, and I just one of the questions that y'all asked, why people don't get out and vote. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like in that era where a lot of the younger people don't vote, but it's because of the lack of confidence I think that they have in the government as pertains to even with the presidency election and everything of that sort. Because you know what I'm saying? It's just like I don't understand the fact to where everybody's vote is not a count. You know what I'm saying? Basically, when it has once they get the regular votes in, then they got to go to this electoral college, and this electoral college have to do this and all this extra stuff. When if a person vote per se, a person says, "Hey, I'm for the president," or "I'm not for the president," then each of those votes should be calculated as fair stance. And then in our political economy, it just looks like it doesn't go that way. And also that a lot of the resources that are obtained or maintained through the government don't normally reach the people like us. You know what I'm saying?
But what you're saying, Carl,
Constantly strips us of things that we're entitled to. It kind of places people in a position with the government, whereas it's like you do or you die, or a catch-22 situation, where then people become stagnant in the valley of decision, and they don't make a decision. They just stay away from it and try to remain neutral.
But Carl, what you're saying, I mean, I can agree with you saying. And I think that comes from as being knowing leaders and been part of leadership. I don't think that we educate the people enough that they truly understand. You take, for instance, like you were saying, like the electoral college. Now, people that say that handle politics, they understand that one thing they were able to do, they were able to suppress they said African American for the vote that Barack Obama got. The people from Russia, they spent millions of dollars to suppress the vote in the key states. We were 4 states that they knew that if Hillary Clinton couldn't get those votes, those people motivated to go vote, that Trump had an outstanding chance of winning. They understood the electoral college. And like I say, you saying, some people say, well, my vote don't count. You take, for instance, like New York and California, just those 2 states alone, they almost outvote the whole country, when you really look at it. So it's things fair, but what ain't fair, well, we have to make the people understand. Like, to me, the people saying Pennsylvania, Missouri, and those states, those the African American vote, for whatever reason, they suppressed their vote, and they didn't see a need to go out to vote. And I think that if they would have understood the importance that if they didn't go vote, that the candidate of their choice, a lot of times we sit back and say, well, I'm not going to vote, my vote don't count, or she going to win. And wait, a lot of times, see, a mind game is something else. Like you hear guys, callers say, hey, this young lady I got a mind, a head. She going to do what I said to. Well, politicians play games and political strategy. They play game with people. They, like say in the last race they had, school board race, they suppress a lot of those votes. Well, I don't like either one of them. But if you know that if you got the money, well, you can mustn't get the vote that you need to be out, but your opponents may not have the resources to get his vote out. So your game is to suppress his voter.
That comes with education, like we were saying a little while ago. If the people that has the authority would educate people on what, take some time and have a meeting and educate people on the importance of their vote. Some of us have lost the knowledge of the importance of your vote.
Right.
You know, as you say, it's suppressed within the mind. So what we've got to get to a point where we start putting this before the people. The Bible says, write it on the doorpost, keep it in your memory, talk about it around the fireplace. But those are the things that we have forgotten how to do it. We need to go back to the old landmark and start doing some of those things so that we can get our people ready when these candidates come around. They don't come around but once a year, and that's when they're getting ready to go to a vote.
Right.
If you ain't done nothing for me all year, I don't need you coming to me now.
Right. Carl, do you feel your vote count?
No, I don't feel my vote count, especially from my standpoint, from the area that I live in and dwell within my city. No, I don't feel like our vote counts. If our vote counted, we wouldn't have what they would call those type of people. We wouldn't come a reality star for our president right now. I think if my vote counted, that more of the rights allowed it to African Americans and reparations would be in the discussion. I think that if our vote counted, we wouldn't have had to fight for the right to have votes. And I think that the whole economy just was basically set up as a pacifier to our people to be able to quiet us down. At certain points, I think that Barack Obama was a pacifier to quiet us down, to give us what we wanted. When people don't look at it from a standpoint that, hey, we want a black president, we want we want a good president. We want a president that's in office that's going to do right by what we voted for. And things like that. And so in my time on the earth and around and just understanding the things that go on with politics and knowing what I would want coming from my community, no, I don't think that my vote counts because it's something that we had to fight for. It wasn't something that was automatically equal. And I just believe that it's a pacifier till we come to a true understanding of who we are, where we come from, and regain our knowledge of self. Then we will understand what we have to fight for, or where our vote should count, or how we should vote.
Well, Carl, I hear. Well, like I say, I disagree with you and say your vote do count. If it didn't, they wouldn't be spending. You take the last school board race they had. They spent over $400,000. I know now. Somebody said they spent over $600,000 in that race. So if that vote don't count, they wouldn't be spending that kind of money. But here what the deal come at. See, a lot of times callers say, for instance, like, you okay, well, you on the radio, you want to know, you gathering information, you saying your vote don't count, so I'm telling you that your vote do count, so by me and you dialoguing, you and I, well, we got a chance of coming together for me telling you why your vote don't count, because right now, you feel it don't count. Let me tell you the reason why I know that your vote counts. When, since like they got a board of, say they got 7 people. 4 of them people on that board agree to vote the same way. So whatever that 4 want, well, they gets it because that's the bylaw. And that's what we in the United States of America. The majority should win, but the way the forefathers put it, they put in an electoral college, and I think the reason for that was they feel states like California, New York, like California probably bigger than Connecticut, all them other states put together. So it would be unfair. I think they were trying to make it be fair, but the thing I think we need to let the people know that in certain states, if you don't go out and vote, you can't say my vote don't count. So I think what they did, the people that supported Mr. Trump, they took in and made sure in certain states that African America didn't go out and vote because they feel if they go vote, they would vote for Hillary. And I think that's what made the difference. So when you say your vote count, well, that's alone, that tell you that it did because the same people that voted for Barack Obama, had they would have went out and voted again, Donald Trump might not be president today. So right there, Carl, your vote does count.
Let me say this to you, caller. You're familiar with the concept, if you plan to fail, you fail to plan?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, what that's saying is that what plan have you made as far as trying to get someone to the right person in for president? When you fail to utilize that vote that you have and utilize that authority that you have where you can actually put the right person in there, you fail into plan. And when you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And so that's why your vote is important. But we appreciate you calling in. We have another caller on the line waiting to come in. Trying to continue to call us on Monday between the hours of 11 and 12.
And we appreciate your call so much, man.
And I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys' dialogue, man.
And we hope that you call back. And we're gonna do this. We're gonna do another show on this because, and then we're gonna bring some people in, elected officials, and let them have it. You'll be able to question them about some of their point of view on this. But thank you so much because we need to get a caller back in. We only got 5 minutes left. But thank you so much for calling.
No
man.
problem.
Okay, call back. Okay, thank you. Now, Mrs. Spiller, you still on the line?
Yes, I'm still on the line. I thought that caller
you
was
got
very,
you got
very
the rest of the
important.
show. You got the rest of the show, so you can do your announcement, baby.
Okay, I know I don't have long, but look, what I would like to announce to the callers, they are cordially invited to our Women in Royal Blue brunch on this Saturday, September the 15th, from 11 to 3 p.m. Donations is $20 per person. It's going to be at the Beach Grove and Claiborne Homes Clubhouse, located 733 Tricia Court in Westwego. Our guest speaker will be Brother Frank Johnson. He's a phenomenal man, and men are welcome. Okay. You can call me at 504-222-1213 for additional information. I would encourage you to come because it is the most sublime subject in color which represents biblically the Word of God. Blue also represents meanings of depth, trust, loyalty, sincerity, wisdom, confidence, stability, faith, heaven, and intelligence. That is from the King James Version, Exodus 24:10. I look to see you, I look to hear from you, and I would appreciate your support.
How much so admission there? How much the ticket?
The tickets are $20 per person.
$20 per person.
$20 per person, and the food is going to be baked chicken, yellow rice, cut green beans, potato salad, dinner rolls, dessert, sweet tea, lemonade, water, and coffee.
Okay, and repeat the address and the phone number again.
The address is at 733 Tricia, T is in Tom, R-I-C is in cash, I-A, Court, Westwego, Louisiana. That's the Beach Grove and Claiborne Homes Clubhouse. Donations, once again, is $20. We would appreciate if you reserve at 504-222-1213.
Okay, and Ms. Bella, thank you so much. And we ask our listening audience to please support this event, and we need to support one another. I don't, I tell Ms. Bella if I'm not in town, I'll try to make sure that I buy a ticket, but I don't know. I usually go out of town on the weekend, out in the country. I've been going out there for almost every weekend lately. But if I don't go, if I'm not there, I'll make sure that I buy a ticket. But I'm going to try to make it and give us the time frame again.
The time frame is from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Okay, from 11 to 3, okay. So listen, audience, please, ma'am, please, sir, If you can attend this event, go by and show.
Go by and show your support.
Please go show support. And we'd ask you to support anything that people are doing trying to help the NAACP. Have always been the backbone of the African American community, but not only that, I think they fight for equality of life for everybody. And so we ask that y'all would please support it.
Well, another show have come to an end, and we got to get out of here. So, Charles, what's your saying?
There ain't no such thing as being half dead, y'all. You know, if you're dead, you're dead. We love y'all, and we'll see y'all next week. Have a great week.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hello.